Hey again, it's us. We are back at the garden.
The lovely Crutch Garden.
On campus. I'm Sophia.
I'm Kristen.
I'm Jordan.
And we're going to teach you some more about succulents. Alrighty, so we're talking about a new plant today. It's called the aloe vera. So I'm going to show you where it is in the garden. Alright. So all of these little guys over here are aloe vera plants. You can see that since it's kind of getting into winter, I know the tops of the leaves are kind of starting to turn brown. But for the most part, they have these really thick leaves that stay beautifully green throughout the rest of the year. So I'm going to teach you a little more about them. Okay, so the aloe vera plant is a succulent, which I personally think is one of the most popular succulents because it's known for its medical uses in sunburn and rashes. But there's a lot more to aloe vera than just that, which I didn't know, but after doing some research, I found that aloe vera is actually also used in a lot of heartburn relief because the gel is such a cooling and lightweight that it actually, if you consume it, it is okay to eat and it helps with your heartburn. It also is used in a lot of skincare products and cosmetic products because, as I mentioned, the gel is so cool, and if you actually cut the leaves open and just split it down the middle, that's where all the gel lays. So back in the olden days when people would get hurt or cut, they would just cut open the leaves and use the gel to heal themselves. But it's very cool and it feels great on your face. It's also why a lot of sunburns, it feels great to put it on. So yeah.
Okay, so now I'm going to take you over to my plant, which is the jojoba, which is on the other side. So here we go. So in the garden now, everything has been re-tagged, which is very nice because you can identify things much easier. This garden has 3 jojobas, maybe 2, one of those. And this lovely large plant right here, greatly marked, is the jojoba. It is basically about 1 to 2 meters tall. The leaves are oval and are like a grayish green. It's not really in season right now, so it's not producing like a lot of new fruits and flowers. But they bloom in March to May, and it's used for many uses, which all comes from the seeds that fall down on the ground down here. And the seeds are collected, and the oily wax that is on the inside of the seeds is what's used for moisturizers, face cleansers, makeup remover, shaving prep, conditioning treatments, and lip conditioners. It's difficult to see these flowers and all that. Everything kind of blends in very well with this plant, and quite honestly really didn't know what I was looking for most of the time, but it's a really pretty plant and very underrated.
We're going to take a stroll over to the ocotillo. We'll learn a little bit about it. So this is the ocotillo plant. It is known for like these wooden bristles. These actually come from leaves after rain. It grows about 6 to 10 feet tall. This one's pretty tall, it seems. So there's a lot of good uses that this plant has. For medical uses, it's really good on hemorrhoids. Not the plant itself, but like the juices and everything. It's really good for healing hemorrhoids. The root was often used by Native Americans in tea. They use tea, and also when it flowers, it gets pretty orange and pink leaves that can be dried and also used for tea for healing a sore throat or a bad cough. Some non-medical uses. It's when the bark is collected, it's used in leather. It's one of the fibers that is used in making leather, so that's super neat. It's just a really pretty plant in general. It's very different from a lot of the things in the garden, which makes it so special. And that's about it.
So every time we've been visiting this garden, we've always noticed that there's always people that are admiring it or observing it or even just visiting it just because. So this time we thought we would talk to some people that were currently admiring it and see what their opinion was.
Survive on that if you're thirsty.
Oh, the prickly pear has nectar?
Yeah.
I didn't know that,
Well, I don't know if
actually.
it's nectar, but it's got
Puppy dog.
it's got liquid in it or something. So I don't know if
Oh.
I call it nectar.
Yeah.
You should,
Very cool.
You should check that.
Oh.
Might be
No, I'm sure that's good. Because we just talked about the aloe vera plant and like the aloe gel
Oh, there you
and
go.
everything. That was one thing I knew for
Yeah,
sunburns
yeah,
growing up in
yeah,
Arizona.
yeah.
Aloe
Burns
gel
and
is very
cuts.
yeah,
Yeah.
but that's
Right. Right.
about all.
Yeah. Is that
We got-
strawberry cactus there over there? That kind of big.
Yeah, you stopped.
Yeah, wow,
by.
you know a lot about the garden.
I can't remember what it is.
I just had to look up succulents.
They didn't have that garden when I went here.
Oh, really?
I don't think they did. No,
Oh,
I mean, this whole thing. What was it?
it's
it was
I mean,
just they called it the mall, and it was
Did-
just
Did they
Yeah.
have the Arizona Memorial over there?
No.
No.
As we were walking through the garden, we stumbled upon this plant, this cactus. We don't quite know what it is because it does not have a tag, but it's got a pretty purple color and some unusually long
There's a lizard in it.
cactus pricks. Oh, there's a lizard in it even. So that was just super interesting, kind of like a bonus feature of the garden. We don't really know what it is, but we might look into researching that further and seeing what we can find.
Well, so we hope you enjoyed our second little team lesson about succulents. We thought it would be more fun this time to kind of learn the uses behind them instead of just identifying them in the beautiful Crutch Garden.
And getting the input from people that like do genuinely enjoy it was like always great to hear as well.
Yeah, and it was cool to learn about that the garden wasn't here for that lady that graduated in '82, so it's definitely a beautiful new addition to this mall on campus.
I will definitely be coming back to the garden, I think, even after this class and project. I think it's a very relaxing place to come. I'll definitely stop by while I'm on campus.
Yeah, we'll meet up here and do some
Definitely
homework.
do some homework, maybe catch up.
Yeah, well, enjoy our project. Bye.
Bye.